This is the first episode of the GOATcast Anime Corner number one, where I will talk to an anime lover and I will have a few questions and see how much they love their anime and if they recommend it for you. If you are an anime fan, what anime is, if you don't know, and you're listening to this, anime is considered Japanese animation, but we make anime here in America. It's more so a style, the story style, um, the animation style. Is usually more um, geared toward adults, but it can be geared to kids on up. But they usually tell a certain type of story. You have a clear cut hero, you have clear cut villains, and you have some sort of conflict story where they have to progress through, become stronger, become better, and a lot of them are different. And when we do Anime Corner, we will find out about many different types of anime that are out there. But we have one current one that my good buddy and also daughter, Cady Cade, is going to talk to us about. Tell me what anime here on the GOATcast Season 2, Anime Corner Episode 1. What anime are you talking about?
Today we are going to be talking about Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. Now, I've heard a lot about Attack on Titan. I haven't watched it yet. Um, that will come at some point. Sorry for the beeps. I have emails coming in. But I do want to watch it. I've heard lots of good things, actually. So let's get into some questions about Attack on Titan as an anime. It's pretty mainstream, but we're gonna attack it. No pun intended. Like it's something that's kind of underground. Not many people know about. So, well, we've already said this, but what's the name of the anime?
Attack on Titan.
Okay. So, my biggest question right now is describe the overall theme of Attack on Titan.
Well, there's a lot of components, but I would say it's basically about these man-eating titans who invade. It's like humanity is trapped into these. They have been sealed off into these walls, and they live in these walls. And in the beginning, basically the titans break in, and that's where we start at. And it just follows what they do to the Titans and kind of what they. It follows Aaron, whose goal is to kill all the Titans, and yeah.
Okay. So basically, they're man-eating creatures that come into our world,
Yes,
and
and
I guess our world creates a defense or tries to create a defense against these
yeah.
titans. Okay.
So it's basically like uh, if the ants started fighting back against
Okay.
us.
Well, let's hope that never happens. But okay. So this is if you know, um, and this is a question that you may not know. And shout outs to I know I'm going all the way. Shout outs to FYE. As you see in the, if you listen to the podcast, you can't see, but if you're on a live stream or you watch the YouTube channel GoCast, as you see, we have a few new Funko Pops. If you are
Picked up today.
uh, if you do get Funko Pops, if you enjoy collecting, if you're a collector, they do have a Chrome Piccolo, which you kind of see there. We have Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, Krillin. These are all Dragon Ball Z. I will talk about Dragon Ball Z one day. But
And
we
we
do
have
have Attack on
Erwin.
Titans, Irwin, my bad. Okay, so we're going to continue just as a shout out to FYE. They are not sponsoring this, but if they would like to, please do. GoCast episode 1 of Anime Corner, season 2. Anyway, so if you know how many seasons and episodes are there? Is the manga over or is it still ongoing?
So the manga is currently ongoing. It has 132 chapters, and
Mm.
there's the newest chapter just came out this week, and it's gonna end. I think it has like two more chapters left, two or three episodes. I think there's 59. It's either 50. I think there's actually 54 episodes right now, but season 4 is coming out October 20th.
Okay,
So
so there's 54 altogether, and they're split up between four seasons.
between three right now,
Three
and then
seasons
fourth
and four.
is, yeah, I don't know
Okay,
how many episodes there will be in the
and you
fourth.
said the manga has 132
32 chapters.
chapters. Okay,
Yes, so
and it's
far.
still going on, or it's coming to an
It's
end.
coming to an end like
Okay.
in the next few
Okay,
months.
so no spoilers here at all.
Uh,
But so if you don't know what a manga is, if you're listening to this and you don't know, if you didn't know what anime was, you probably don't know what mangas are. They are Japan's version of comic books, basically. Got to read them from right to left instead of left to right. Um, and they do sell them here. So if you like anime, read the manga because usually it has a lot more description. It's illustrated pretty well.
yeah,
They're
and
fun.
if you watch Attack on Titan, I definitely recommend reading the manga, especially if you're watching this like before season 4 comes out. If you want to know spoilers before season 4, and if you just want to understand season 4 better, I definitely recommend reading the manga because it explains a lot of stuff way
Okay.
better.
All right. Well, another question. Describe the animation style, and do you like it?
A lot of people say they don't. Well, I've heard some people think it's not realistic for some reason. I think it's really good. I wouldn't say it's realistic because I mean it's anime, but I don't really know how to describe it. But I think it's well drawn. Like
Mhm.
it looks really good.
It's not. Well, if you know what, if you're an anime lover, if you're not chibi style, it's not chibi style where it's a little
No, well there
more.
is a chibi show of it, but
Okay.
it's
Well, if you
Attack on
don't know what
Titan
chibi
isn't.
style, it's more of the. Uh, it's hard to describe. It's more. Uh,
Like kiddish, I
yeah, they
guess.
make them look more like children,
Like babies, kind
and
of little
the faces and their
are
caricatures
bigger.
are a little more puffy, like they're
Yeah.
kids. I like the more realistic kind of slim style. Dragon Ball did that somewhat. They've changed their styles many times, but I'm looking at some screenshots of Attack on Titan, and that's the kind of style I like. It's a little more realistic, a lot more detailed.
Yeah, it
You
definitely is.
have certain anime where they don't put in the detail like others, where it's more uh, kind of, and you understand if you're an illustrator or animator, it's hard to be detailed, but that's probably why they have so few chapters and so few episodes is because they probably put a lot of time into their production value of their animation style. So thank you for that. Who are the main characters, or are there main characters?
Um, it's kind of hard. Well, the main character is Aaron, but I mean, the main character is kind of changes, especially in the manga right now for season 4. It's kind of hard. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, it follows Reiner at the beginning, but of when we're introduced in Falco and all of them. But in the anime, I mean, it's clear that Aaron's the main character and Mikasa and Armin. But I would say Squad Levi's the main characters, plus Ymir, Annie, Rainer, Bertolt for an amount of time.
Okay, cool. So you're basically saying they don't have. It's not like Goku where they have one main character that it is spread out through the storyline where the main character can kind of change, or the main character, or it goes from, it builds to another main character, or is it just
Well, it definitely stays on Aaron, like he's the main
Okay.
thing, but like sometimes it focuses on some other characters too, like I said, Reiner. Like you won't see Aaron as much
So it's
in
not
certain
centric
parts.
to one character. It's
Yeah,
not like that's the main character and everything revolves around that one character.
yeah.
Okay.
Like you'll see some other people's lives.
All right. Well, another question we will ask: is there a mainstream anime that you would compare this to? Even though this is kind of it's pretty much mainstream, but is there
Um,
anything? Is there another anime that might have been out longer that you would kind of compare it to?
I wouldn't say longer, but I would say more newer. Decadence. That's like just came out. I watched the trailer and then I watched like two
That
episodes.
is not a mainstream anime.
It
So,
is. It's on Hulu. It's literally
well, that's
mainstream.
not mainstream.
It is
I'm talking
mainstream.
about your big shonen uh, animes: Dragon Ball, Naruto, One
No, not
Piece,
like I
My
would.
Hero Academia,
Uh,
those Bleach, those kind of things.
no,
It's
I
not
would
like
not compare it
you
to
wouldn't
any.
compare it to any of those. Full
No.
Metal Alchemist.
I haven't seen those. Well, I haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist. I've seen most
Okay.
of the other ones, but I wouldn't. Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's
So
its
so
own thing.
it's its own entity.
Yeah,
We will say. Okay. All right. Who's your favorite character?
100% Armin. In fact, he's probably my favorite anime character,
Okay.
other than
That's
Armin,
well. That leads me to my next question. Why? Why is Armin your favorite anime character?
because I don't know. I think he's just a really interesting character. He has like a lot of. I mean, all the characters have a lot of depth. Like they'll be like this 1 minute, and sometimes you're kind of confused why they act a certain way. But especially Armin, like there's a lot of stuff that I didn't really see coming that he did.
Hmm.
Also, he's really smart, and sometimes it's hard to like understand what he's gonna do. So he's like an interesting character to watch.
So you like him because he's spontaneous?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. And you did you say he was the main character, or you didn't say he
No,
was the
well,
main? Okay.
he's
He's
like
one of.
one of the
Okay.
three main
Okay. Well,
main
this is
characters.
kind of. I mean, we know we're not going to put out any illegal uh, places for you to watch this, but what platforms can people that want to see this on? Is it Crunchyroll,
Um,
Funimation?
it's on. I don't know. I know it's on Hulu, and
Okay.
it's on the first like. I think only two seasons are on Netflix right now.
Okay, so Netflix does that. Okay, well, we'll
But
shout
yeah,
out Netflix. Check out Attack on Titan. How many seasons does it have? The first season or
I think it has the first two on
first two
Netflix.
seasons on Netflix? You can also watch it on Hulu.
Yeah, Hulu has all the
All
seasons.
seasons. Is it dub sub?
It's in on Hulu. It's on both, but I definitely recommend watching sub. Dub is not good in my opinion.
Oh, we have one of those a dub hater.
No, I like dub.
I
I
like
like
dub,
dub.
but
I like dub and sub, but for Attack on Titan, the dub's not good, in my opinion.
okay. Well,
Mainly just, yeah.
okay. We'll move right along. And this is just a crazy question, but would you live in this anime world? If you could live in Attack on Titan, would you live there?
Um, Everybody says no. Like, everybody's like, why would you want to live there? But I would definitely want to live there just because it looks really fun. And I would want to be one of the cadets because, in the 104th Cadet Corps, because their group, it just looks really fun. I don't know.
Mhm.
Like,
Explain that because you didn't explain the was it 140th or
104th Cadet
104th.
Corps.
So they have
Um,
a military team that fights
yeah,
these.
it's like
Okay,
military. And the 104th is, I guess, like I said, it's Squad Levi, so it's like the main characters. It's Connie, Sasha, Jean. Who else? Of course, Armin, Mikasa, Aaron, Reiner, Bertold, Annie, Krista or Historia, Ymir, all of them.
well, she is definitely a pro at. Attack on Titan because I can't name no question. So you would live in you would be one of the cadets and you would live in their world.
Yeah, I mean, I
You would
would
feel safe
be.
in their world.
I would not feel safe.
Okay,
I would
well,
want to live there.
all right. So continuing on, quick plug. The GOATcast will have bi-weekly episodes. Yeah, she's laughing, but we will do anime corner every Friday, Saturday, one of those days. I will drop that. We will have a sports related episode every Monday and an entertainment episode every Wednesday where I'll talk about either wrestling or movies, comic books, stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be one of those. So just a quick plug. Also, check out the pops if you're a collector. FYE is a good place to go. We also like Hot Topic. They
Yeah,
have
they
some
have
good
good
ones.
stuff.
Walmart even has a good selection. I would like to get some from there. I haven't ordered from them yet, but they do have a lot of anime related Funko Pops there. So check them out. I'm not getting paid for any of this, so I'm just it's free plugs from me. Okay, moving along. Um, so for Attack on Titan, which we are talking about this week, is this show binge watch worthy?
100%. I so I originally started watching like the first few episodes a really long time ago, and then I stopped, and then I was like, I saw something on like TikTok or something, and this person was like, you should watch it if you like blah blah blah, and so I was like, I'm gonna give it a second chance, and I'll just switch to watching it in sub. And I finished it in like 4 days, and I had started on episode like five, and there's 50. Like I said, there's 54 episodes, so I watched like 50 episodes in like 4 days, which doesn't probably doesn't seem like a lot to most people,
That's a
but
lot.
it was a lot to me because
Okay,
I don't
so
really.
it's binge watch worthy. You wouldn't say break it up, kind of watch it, let it sink in, then watch it later. You would say watch it. You want to watch it episode right after episode. You want to get right to it.
Yeah, because if you break it up, like you're not gonna know what's going on,
Okay.
and yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're moving pretty quickly. I was going to try to stretch this out a little bit, but
Yeah.
my last question is on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Attack on Titan?
I would give it a 10
Perfect
because
10?
yes, I I mean it's my favorite, so I'm not gonna give it like a. I mean, no, I'm just giving it a 10 still.
So even compared to, and we're not going to get into any other anime until we actually talk about it on Anime Corner, but compared to other mainstream animes that I know you've watched, you would say is better than Naruto,
Yes,
both
definitely.
Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, Shippuden, whatever one. You would say it's better than
Yeah.
those. You would say it's better than My Hero Academia.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Um, you haven't watched Dragon Ball. You say you have. You haven't really watched Dragon Ball. She hasn't watched Dragon Ball.
I've
So
seen some. I've
you
seen
haven't seen it.
enough to
She
know the
hasn't.
characters.
She hasn't watched. She knows Dragon Ball. She hasn't watched
Yeah,
it.
I know.
So you would say it is a perfect anime.
In my eyes, maybe
You say
people
the
are gonna.
anime. So the animation, the music, the voice
The
acting,
music is really good. Yeah.
um, the story.
I like the voice acting in the sub. Like I said, dub, I mean, it's okay. It's just I don't really like it that much. The
So
story's really good too.
okay, so you feel like the story does justice. So their story makes sense. It doesn't deviate. It doesn't. Um, there's not a lot of plot holes. There's not plot armor. If you know what plot armor
Yeah,
is,
there's definitely not.
there's no plot armor. That's what I've heard too. I've heard if somebody's gonna die,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
don't
yeah,
matter if
yeah.
they're
exactly. It doesn't
Popular or
matter if
not, they
they're,
die in Attack on Titan. I haven't
unfortunately.
watched Attack on Titan yet, so I'm getting my own kind of review. So I'm progressing through other animes until
I would say progressing.
I'm progressing through other animes during this quarantine and
Okay, sure.
downtime. But
Hmm.
that is one of the ones that I will watch. So with that said, so 100%, you said you would suggest someone watching Attack on Titan if they're anime, even if they don't like anime, and somebody's like somebody tells them, "Hey, you need to watch anime." You would suggest their first anime ever to be Attack on Titan.
Definitely not. I would not recommend somebody that's like never seen anime because first of all, there's a lot to like unpack, and they just be like, "What is this?" Like,
So it's a
no,
lot. It's a little too much storyline
yeah,
wise, and I guess action wise
yeah, they'll be
to follow.
intimidated and they'll be like,
It's too
"What
much
is
to
this?"
follow for their first anime. So
Yeah,
you would suggest they do something a little slower
yeah,
and a little less impactful
yeah,
than Attack on Titan. Okay, so that lets me know what I need to know. So it's something that's heavy. Um,
yeah. Like,
it and I've seen some heavy stuff. We're going to talk about. Well, I'm not going to spoil any future episodes. We're going to talk about some anime that just came out on Netflix that we as a family have watched and very good, but
yes, yes,
that is very
yes,
heavy. And
yeah.
I will
It's
not
like
spoil
that.
it. I will not talk about that yet until we talk about that. But yeah, some anime is very heavy, and you probably don't want to watch those first before you get into the fun and the beauty of anime because that's what it is. It's a lot of fun. It's pure entertainment, but it can have really good and really impactful stories.
I would still say that Attack on Titan is a fun. I mean, I think I had fun watching it, I guess.
But she's watched plenty. She probably watched more anime than I have, and I'm 40 years, almost 40 years old. So I've watched a lot of the main ones, and I'm trying to watch some of the not so main ones, but it takes me a little longer than it takes her and other members of my household to watch it. But uh, I will definitely give Attack on Titan a watch based on her review and her knowledge and her answers to the questions. I think it sounds like a very interesting and very in depth anime. It sounds like, and from the screenshots I've seen, the animation is very fluid, is very good. You're not going to see stick figures. You're not going to see weird. Uh, if you watch Dragon Ball, if you watch Naruto, you've seen those episodes where they took took that episode off for a night, for a day, and you just see some stuff you probably are not too happy to see. Um, and I've heard a lot about season 3 of Seven Deadly Sins. That's one that we will cover at one point. That's my only spoiler for that. But yeah, so for anime corner number one, Attack on Titan, it sounds like
Oh yeah,
um,
there's one more thing I want to say.
okay.
It's about the characters. It has really good characters. Like it can be a side character that like talks like maybe a few episodes, but you will love them. Like for example, Sasha. I mean, she's not a side character, but she doesn't really play as much of a main role as some of the other main characters. But like I said, it has really good characters in my opinion. And yeah, that's a big part of why I like it because the characters are likable.
Okay. Well, if they're likable, then most people will enjoy it. I would
But
say.
it's hard because the characters are likable, but
Don't, we're not going to spoil anything. I know where you're going with that. If you've heard anything about Attack on Titan, you
Yeah, you
know.
already
So
know.
we're not gonna spoil anything. We're not gonna say anything any further because I don't want to have to
Good.
put spoiler alerts on this. But yeah, according to her, you will fall in love with characters, and I'm assuming there's a lot of characters.
Yeah, there's.
Okay, so you'll
Yeah.
you'll like you'll fall in love with them, and you will have some type of connection to them, and you'll just see what happens. As she said, it is 172 chapters.
132.
Oh, 132. My bad. I thought 72. And it was 54 episodes right now
I
with,
think so. I think it's 54.
and they had a third season coming,
Fourth
fourth
season.
season coming. Okay, so they have 54 through three.
Yeah, 54 episodes up to season 3.
Okay, so that's what,
Um,
18
um,
episodes each season.
season 2 has 12 episodes, and then season 1
Okay,
has like 20,
okay,
22, 25.
okay,
Yeah, and then the last one has 22. I know that. Season 3 has 22.
okay, so well that's okay, so that's equals out to 54, and then we'll
Yeah.
have hopefully we'll have a fourth season. Um,
Yeah, when season 4 comes out, I will definitely be talking about it because
okay,
I'm really scared what's happening.
and you said this will likely be the last season,
Yeah, this is
so
definitely
this
going to
will
be the last
finish up the
season.
whole story arc of all of Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
Okay,
sadly.
okay. Sadly, well, we're not spoiling nothing. Maybe it'll be a
Mm-hmm.
happy ending. We don't know. But well, we thank Cady Cade for giving her 2 cents on Attack on Titan. We will be back not next week, but the week after that with C3, my son, who will talk about another anime I don't know yet. So he's watched many too. So we'll
Mm-hmm.
figure out what he's going to talk about. But in the meantime, please check out the podcast. I will do the Anime Corner live um, every week, and then I will drop the anime. I mean, not the anime, the episode on Anchor, and it will be ready on Spotify,
Oh
Apple
yeah, for
Podcasts,
sure.
Overcast, all the different ways you can listen to podcasts. It'll probably be on there. So check it out. Follow, subscribe, whatever you want to call it.
Sasageo.
So is
Okay.
there any last words?
Yes. How do you say it? Yeah. Sasageo. If you
Sasagio.
watch, if you watch Attack on Titan, then you know what that is.
Okay, I don't, so I have no
Shinto
idea.
Sasageo.
Sasagio. But
You're
thank you all
saying it
for
wrong.
listening. And we're going to sign out on Anime Corner episode 1. Thank you.